welcome. Today I've got this lovely mould. It's a Suncatcher with a Halloween background and a bat that you hang in the middle and a lovely bead thing to hang it from. Anyhow, yes, it says Suncatcher, but to be honest with you, I would be wary of hanging resin in a window, especially if you get a lot of sunlight. I would use it more personally myself for just a normal hanging decoration, maybe in like a corner of a room or something will look quite cool with some lights maybe. I'm going to do it pretty simply in black resin initially because you know I'm a messy person and I will get mica powder everywhere. I mean, that tree's quite complicated, that cross is very thin, so yeah, I'm going to do it in black initially and then I'm going to decorate it after. And I'm also going to set myself a challenge. Let's see if I can get through this whole video without making a mess or without anything going wrong. Haha, challenge accepted. I've mixed up my resin. In my mixer, I've got the Resiner's Dual Mixer. I absolutely love it. Best thing I've bought. So, yes, this looks bubbly and it looks a bit cloudy, but it's not the warmest in my craft room today. But with using craft resin, I'm not worried because it degasses so easily. And this is only thin anyway. If you want to get yourself a 10% discount, use my code in the description and the link. And you'll get yourself 10% off on the craft resin website. I did a little bit of the Midnight Blue. The Let's Resin Alcohol ink. It didn't make a lot of difference. As you can see, I've been testing it there. So I think I'm just going to go with a bluey, a dark, oh, look at the spots I've got everywhere. Does that count as mess? Ah, oh, you see? Challenge already gone. Because I want like a dark sky, I'm going to use my Marabou. Okay. My challenge is definitely gone. I'm going to use my Marabou alcohol ink in... What? Honestly. Calm down. In Diamond Sparkle. So, yeah, I'm only going to put a couple in because, as you know, I always go way overboard. I don't even know if it'll show up, but I think it will with it being not opaque, see-through, transparent, not transparent, yeah, transparent. Oh, I'm not going to challenge myself anymore because I failed miserably. Anyway, I'm going to, you see, I could have maybe got away with that. You might not have noticed, but you know what, I'm always honest. I'm going to pour this in. Oh, I keep saying so as well. I'm making a real effort to not say so much because I'm aware, super aware, that I do tend to say it quite a lot. You know, when you're editing your video and you go, oh no, I can't believe I said that so many times. Yeah. Oh, it's actually not enough here, I don't think. Oh, there is. It's fine, it's settled. Not for me bat though, but I can easy mix. I could probably even do that in UV. Who knows? Oh no, I do need a bit more. I need to mix black for the bat anyway. Let's make sure we get it in this cross. I bet that's going to be bendy even when this is set. It's going to take a while because it's only small. You'd think it'd be the opposite, wouldn't you? Like, if it's thinner, it would cure faster, but it's really not the case. Right, well, I think them stars are meant to stick out, so I'm going to leave them that way because the hole that you hang the bat off is also okay at this level, so I'm presuming that's why the stars need. Right, now I'm going to just drop some... I have no idea if it's going to work, but I wanted sort of a you know, like a mix. And the only one I've got is a sink of white, so it could end up being a right mess. I suppose if I move it thin before it actually... I just wanted it to look a bit smoky, you know, like... I don't know. It may or may not work. Who knows? It may sink and be a blobby mess. But I'm hoping it's like spread thin enough that it won't do that and just make a sort of wispy effect. This is the hope anyway. You never know, the experiment at the end of the day. Plus as well, me sort of running this around like this probably help with the bubbles too. There, right. I'm going to leave that. In fact, I want some of this white up here because that is actually at the bottom. I think all it's done is made it lighter. Oh well, we'll see what it comes out like. You never know, it might be nice. Because I have mixed quite a lot in, so I guess me putting so much in will, if I keep mixing, will take away the wispiness. But I was just really conscious that I didn't want it to sink in blobs, you know. Anyhow, oh, now I've covered up the hole. Where are you? Let's move some stuff away and get that unearthed again. There we go. You know what? I think I've made myself worse because I'm really trying not to make a mess. So I've made it worse. But anyhow, I'm going to mix the tiniest bit of resin back up. Can't believe it. I mean, I could probably get away with UV with that, but no, I'm going to be good. I'm going to mix the tiniest amount for that and I'll be back. So I'm going to test this paste out from Temu, resin pigment paste. I thought it wouldn't hurt to give it a go and just see. Oh, nearly. I was expecting it to be thicker. Now I've got way too much on there for the amount of resin, but I had to mix it, so we'll just put that in. I'll just clean up after. Yeah. Wow, yeah, it's pretty black. That's fine. I can live with that. Just wipe my stick off so I get rid of the excess paste. And then I can see the true colour. Oh, you know. I put this lid on as well because if I'm in make a mess mode, and especially with black, you know I'm cursed with black. Oh, yeah, it's slopped down the side. Hang on. You know I'm cursed with black. Black's coming into the mix. You can guarantee I'll make a mess. Anyhow. So, yeah, I'm just going to mix this in. It looks nice and black. I'm going to mix this in. And I'll be back when I'm ready to pour. Right, that's all mixed up now. I'm going to give it a spritz. I'm just going to pour this in. Just going to do it slow and let it naturally flow. Right, that seems to be in all the right places. I can see his little eyes peeping out there. Yeah, I don't want to overfill that back because I think them eyes are supposed to stay. Although it does look like it's covering them. Maybe I've gone a bit too... I was saying that though, yeah, I think it's meant to be covered, possibly. You're seeing it as it happens here. I've got a bit left. Spritz that, and we'll let that cure, and I'll be back. Right. Still a little bit bendy, but I think I'll get away with it. See what we've got. I'll pull it that way, I think, because it does have some detail to try and, yeah, I can feel it's still a bit bendy. Yeah, that white did blob just a little bit, but not, you can hardly see the detail, but you can see through it, so I can put some lights on if I want to. You probably not see the detail until I literally decorate it by the looks of that. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I might fill it in with some UV, because rather than putting like an opaque pen on it, you know what I mean, like, oh, that doesn't want to come out right, the bat's there. Cool. So he hangs, oh, somewhere there. Right. I don't know whether looking opaque might be all right. I'll have to have a think. I don't know if can you see the detail there. It's hard to show it with the, it's literally bending in my hands here, but it is cured, it's just not hard yet. Right, decide what I'm going to do. I'm trying the acrylic pens to see what they'll go on like. I mean, they're probably going to need a couple of coats. You can see the glitter as well slightly, which is good. I'm glad that showed through. Thing is, when you're painting on resin like this, it does take a little bit longer. I'm not bothered if I hit the eyes because, or the mouth, because I can just go over them in black. We'll have to wait for that to totally dry to get another coat on. I'm still not convinced about these markers, but I'm giving it a go. Maybe I could colour them and then go over with some, yes, I will. I'll colour them and I'll go over with some clear UV with a bit of glitter in or something. That sounds like a plan. Oh, that's a face. I was wondering what that was. It's a little face in the ground. I mean, I don't know what they're supposed to be. Are they meant to be branches coming in at the top? At this point, I have no idea. I'll have a mess about with it anyway. I'm going to do the trees grey for now, just to get the base on. Not the easiest, put it that way. Definitely going to have to wipe over. I just can't see it. That and the fact, oh, I'm not even going to say it again. I say it every video. I haven't got my glasses. Oh, lordy. And then I wipe off, and then I've got a basic shape. I'm having to keep like bringing it up to see. Yeah, right. So let's just spray some alcohol on it. And that should just come off, oh, on the surface. It's all right, as long as I've got sort of a basic grey, I can add to that maybe. Is that on the top? Honestly. Oh, it's tissue. I'm leaving tissue stuck to it as well. Oh, God. Whose idea was this, please? Oh, right, yeah, mine. Well, that bit should be easy to do because that's thicker. Right, I'll be back in a bit. As you can see there, I'm just filling everything in because I thought, well, you don't want to watch me colouring in, do you? It took me a while anyway because that pen was really hard to get in the really thin bits. While you're watching this, this video is part of a collaboration called The 31 Days of Halloween. It's run by Alison from Stressful Mum Paints. I'll put the playlist in my description below, and also our usual playlist for the Friendship Express. So anyway, back to the video. So as you can see there, I've put this brown mica powder with some UV. I started to do around the eyes and it went up the Tombstone, so I just went with it because I can always colour in on top if I really, well, I do want to, because obviously a Tombstone isn't brown. Right, next I'm going to use my craft resin again. If you go in my description, you'll get a 10% discount on everything on the craft resin website if you use my code. I'm going to put the tiniest amount of this in, just to seal in the pumpkin, because I don't want much at this point. I don't want it to overpower. I'll pour a little bit in and just let it run and see where it goes, because I do want it in the hat as well. That'll do. I'm saving that because I'm going to add to it. Why am I shaking it? Honestly, just give it a little, just to pop any bubbles there might be. I think that looks all right, and we'll get that cured and then we'll be on the next bit. Right, I'm going to leave the stars alone because I've put an oil-based pen in. It's the only one I had that had a really thin nib. It leaked everywhere, but hey, that's normal for me. I'm going to now add a little bit of black into this, I think, because I'm going to put this on the trees. Let's see what it looks like. I'll do it on this one. I'm going to be really careful. I'll probably have to get my toothpick out and paint with that. Yeah, I think that'll probably look all right, you know. Ooh, all my toothpicks nearly came there. Because it's really thin. I couldn't even get the pen in here. So that's why it's still blue, but as long as it's a bit glittery, it's fine. Probably end up scraping the pin off with this. Little add to it. Aged. So you can see what I'm doing anyway with the trees. What I'll do, I'll carry on and I'll come back when I've done all the trees around. Oops. Oh, I'm making a mess. I haven't got a dark grey for the tombstones because they're way too light. And I want them obviously different from the trees. So I'm going to try it with black and then maybe put some sort of detail in it possibly. Because obviously I've got to do the actual tombstone as well. Because I ran in with the UV, didn't I, with the brown. So I just thought, well, I may as well make an even coat. And then I can go over it. Because obviously I'll have to now fill this in. Sort of do it across there. I don't know why I decided to cover around the eyes with the so-called earth. I say so-called. It is the earth. My interpretation of the earth to the best of what I could do anyway. You're seeing it as it happens here because I'm very indecisive sometimes. And I'll chop and change. That's why sometimes I'll say I'll come back when I've had a thought. Oh, well, I'll clean up after. I wish this would hurry up and set. Just doing my head in. It's been like 24 hours and it's still soft. There was a slight bubble in the owl's eyes, so I've decided to put these diamantes in if I can ever get them picked up, because they're sticking to me mat. Oh, come on. Okay, off my hand then. Because there was a slight, did I say there was a slight bubble? Well, there was. And I wanted to disguise it a little bit. I won't pick up off my hand now. Oh, I've got wax on the end of it. Hopefully that'll come off after. Ah, it looks alright, doesn't it? Don't know why my mat's so sticky all of a sudden. I need to sort it out, I guess. Right. Just going to put a tiny bit of resin there. I know, before you tell me off, I haven't got my gloves on, but I'm being ever so careful. And I'm just going to put some of these gold stones on, just around the cross. I might put a little bit down into the... Yeah, I'll put a little bit around just to let that settle. And then whatever sticks and cures will be what stays. That's all cured now. Quite happy with it now. So now I'm going to turn it over. And comes the next part. Okay, that's all cured now and I'm quite happy with it. Whoop. So I've got these lights. They're just like little LEDs on a... Oh, hang on. There is a static one. There you go. And I'm planning on putting these behind. So, put some glue down. Ooh, quite a bit there. Maybe a bit too much. And I'll stick this down on here. Now, I'm doing it this way on so that I can still get the top off to change the battery at a later date. And I've got the button just here. Right, I've stuck most of these on now. Let me just show you what I've been doing. I've been sort of looping it. Looping it back on itself and then placing a light. I apologise if I'm a bit sniffly because I'm going for an operation soon and I have to put this horrible gel up my nose. It's awful. So I'm sniffly and nasal, so my apologies. It must be a newfangled thing because when I had an operation years ago, there was none of that. So yeah, I've put the UV on and I'm just going to cure it for a minute. Right. Now all I'm going to do is just tidy up the wires, stick some more UV down, check they still work. Yeah. Oh. Because there's always that risk, isn't there? You spend all the time putting stuff on it and then it's finally starting to harden up, although it still is a little bit soft. I'm just going to run some UV around. I'm trying my best to stay away from the bulbs. So I'll probably just do a line just to take care of any of the loose wires that are hanging about. I've been using this stick to prod it down while I've been curing it. It's just a case of probably have to put the stick on that one to keep it down because it doesn't want to go. But yeah, just sealing in the wires. It doesn't have to be like really tidy, but it just helps, doesn't it, to stop any wires getting damaged. Right, I'll get that cured and I'll be back. Right, so don't want flashing. So that's it there, lit up. It looks quite cool, doesn't it? Anyhow, let's get them switched off and I'll get this bat attached. There's a bag of various little things. Now, I thought they were all one multicoloured, but I guess it's so you can choose, I reckon. But you know me, I'll always go for the purple. But there's also this, so I think you can sort of thread it in these. That's why these stars weren't, what do you call it? Were higher. I realise that now. So you can put this in to hang. Just go from the back. Thread it through the bat. And then attach it on the back. I'm gonna lie, that was fiddly because I made the mistake of cutting this short, and then I had to open the whole thing up. I suppose that's an option. You know, you could open this bit up and put it in, because it did make my life a bit easier. But obviously when you've got a good length like this, oops, she says, for some reason I'm getting purple on my hands. I don't know why. I'll end up doing this with this one. Yeah, oh my god. If this video doesn't go out and this ends up in the front street. Ah, there we go. I wanted to put this on the back and have it sitting a bit proud because of the battery pack. Right, got my trusty little mat here. I made this out of when I was making a silicone mould once, and I just literally threw that in the top of a little lid and just made a little mat, because it's dead handy for stuff like this when you just want to do the tiniest bit. So I've put my Marabou alcohol ink in this tiny bit of resin. Can't really see the sparkle there, but I'm going to go for another just to, because I do want it super sparkly. Right, so all I'm going to do is just drop this in, and hopefully just, no, I'm confident that I won't touch the UV, that's why I'm risking it. But anyone who's not confident, make sure you always wear gloves. Oh, that'll do. Right, I'll get that under the lamp and then we are definitely done. Right, that's it all done now. All finished. I'd like to thank everyone for watching. The next one is our collab on Saturday, this coming Saturday, and it's the Spooky Saturday collab where everybody joins in. It's the monthly theme. So if anyone wants to join us, please let either me, Tina, Sally or Amy know. But that's it. I'll get you some, well, I'll get you a video and some pictures. Oh, thank you for watching and bye for now.
Glowing red eyes, a wolf howl as the witch flies across the full moon on her broom, on her broom. A tombstone catches my eye as a ghoul crawls up out of the ground.